Good morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer time. I'm Reverend Ralph Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is November 17th. I experience complete wholeness. And our reference quote this morning comes from 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 11 and 12. And that ye study to be quiet, and to do your own business, and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you, that ye may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that they may have lack of nothing. 1 Thessalonians 4, 11 and 12. And our reading begins. I know that I am some sort of the divine being, that the power and the presence of that Spirit is in the word I speak, and that word infinitely and perfectly and permanently makes whole. I know that I represent an individualization of the truth of wholeness, the truth of love, reason, and of sound mind, the truth of peace and joy, the truth and the freedom of the circulation of the divine in every atom, in every function, and every organ. I empty myself of any and every thought that denies this. I know that, silently but effectively, the divine power of the invisible Spirit is working here and now, this moment. Realizing that God, the living Spirit, is the one final presence and power in the universe, I consciously enter into communion with the divine presence that is within me and within and around everything. I hold this realization with complete certainty. I recognize that I am a perfect being, living under perfect conditions, knowing that good alone is real. I also know that good alone is the only thing that has any power either to act or to react. Everything that I do, say, or think today shall be done, said, or thought from the spiritual viewpoint of God in everything. My recognition of the power is sufficient to neutralize every false experience, make the crooked straight, and the rough places plain. Definitely, I know that this recognition establishes the law of harmony in my experience, the law of prosperity, the sense of happiness and health. I experience complete wholeness. And so let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. One. One power. One source. One substance. One body. Whole, perfect, and complete. One. One body. Infinite cells. Each cell an individualization of this single substance. Individualized, specialized, differentiated. Each with a unique function, a unique identity, a unique intentional purpose to express the infinite, to express the one. The whole body is made whole by each individualized expression, awakening to its magnificence, awakening to its individualized purpose. The one body, the whole of the one body, experiences and expresses its perfection as each cell becomes aware, as each cell chooses that divine yes to express. And just as this one body, this awakening cell by cell to a full, complete expression of itself. It is whole, complete, and perfect by existence, by design, by creation. It is the expressing of the completeness. It is the experience of the completeness that we seek through awakening, through alignment, through connection. Through expression. And so I claim and affirm an experience of the wholeness of this one divine body. I take ownership for the healing. Healing as the revealing of the wholeness. A healing that is anchored in the truth that the wholeness already exists, that the wholeness pre-exists any sense of separation, and it is the sense of separation that is calling to be healed, that there is no true separation. There can be no separation in one, nowhere to separate to, nothing to separate from. So I know that this is a mental process. This is a thought process that experiences the direct result, the effect of the thought of separation. And then in the truth of one whole body, one spiritual body, what one cell experiences, the body, the wholeness experiences. And so I claim and affirm a recognition, a celebration of the wholeness of the body, of the infinite. I claim, I celebrate, I say yes to doing all that is mine to do to reveal the complete perfection of every cell, every idea in the mind of the infinite, to awaken humanity to its magnificence, to awaken humanity to the magnificence of all creation, knowing that consciousness, whether we call it God, Buddha, Allah, Great Spirit, the Great Mystery, consciousness is all there is, and it is expressing itself individualized in every form in this physical realm, as the space that surrounds each form, all connected, no actual barrier of separation. So I claim, I say yes to the wholeness that is. I intentionally release any idea of my wholeness that is such a subtle separation. Wholeness, one wholeness. I say yes. And I speak a word of gratitude. Gratitude for awareness that this wholeness already is, and that it is the experience of the wholeness that we seek, the revealing of the self to the self, the recognition of the self to the self, the recognition of the wholeness, the unification, the unity, whatever word we use, the recognition, the celebration, the living into the life that is whole, immeasurable by the world's standards, a wholeness that is the thing itself, expressing in multiplicity, a wholeness that sees every cell, recognizes every cell as the divine, as God, as spirit, as consciousness itself, that draws that to themselves, that balances the harmonious operation of one, that eliminates any need for or experience of hierarchy. The harmonious operation in one, which the very concept of power over ceases to even be a concept. I'm grateful that this is already the truth of being. Grateful that it is being revealed in, through, and as creation. Grateful for this deep, deep knowing that is the recognition of the self within this cell that I call me. Grateful for that sense of peace and joy. That cannot be stolen. That cannot be removed. It is my birthright. That deep, deep knowing, I celebrate. I celebrate that confidence, that assurance that I belong just because I breathe. and that what is true of me is true of all, and so even those that my brain activity would have me disdain, I meet from the heart of the self. I meet in recognition of the I am. I remind my human thoughts that no individualized expression of consciousness is their behavior, but rather the behavior is evidence of separation, of beliefs that are calling to be healed. And in the wholeness of creation, I say yes to healing the body. And so I transform, I shift, I correct, I move consciousness in truth, that there is no separation, not now, not later, not in the past, never has been, never will be. I surrender the lie of transformation to the truth of wholeness, to the truth of one, to the transformation of the revelation of the divine to the divine, the self to the self, to a palpable experience of wholeness. I say yes to being that light that attracts, that light that is the source and substance of healing, that reveals. Yes. So knowing that it's already done, that the activity of law has been set in motion, and it cannot be stopped. And so I remind myself to let go, to be vigilant in my awareness, to let go of any thought that would impede the unfolding of the word spoken. I let go. I let Creator create. I let consciousness be consciousness, mind be mind, breath be breath. I let go. And so knowing it is complete, releasing all control, I simply say Ashe, Shalom, Aho, Amin, Amen. And so it is. Namaste.